What is going on, party people? Party people, it is another time. That's right. It's time to transform your Tuesdays. Welcome back to the Roma Collectors YouTube channel as we transform your Tuesdays for another episode of Do You Even Transform, Bro? Do you? Do you? Do you?
Do you?
I do.
Well,
or in this case, do you even Macross, bro?
Right. There you go. Hey, those things convert, so we'll allow it. So joining us tonight, as you can see, we do have a special guest. We have a representative, one of the lead marketers, and also a fan of our show, of course, and a fan of what we do here. But we met him back at BotCon in 2023, I want to say, in New Jersey. We got Mr. Keven Mckeever here, who is also the lead of the Robotech convention tour as well. So welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Yes, sir.
Thanks
Also joining us tonight, yes, thank you for being here. We do have the regular cast of characters. We got Mr. Darth Rod in the building. Say what's up to the people.
Darth Rod. The regular shenanigans are here. We're ready, and we're gonna bring it with Macross tonight.
Yes, sir. We also got Rusty the mechanic. Say what's up.
I am the Rusty mechanic.
And we also got Derek B in the building tonight. Say what's up, bro.
What's up, everybody?
That's what's up. And I am your host, Eric B. And tonight, man, we're going to get into what's been going on in the world of Macross / Robotech. As you know, they've been doing some pretty exciting things, not only, showcasing what they've been coming out of pipeline through with, but just also licensing their products out to some of these great companies that we know who make great product as well. We kind of talked about this a little bit at BotCon 2023 in New Jersey. I got a chance to do the product reveal panel with him, and then he did his showcase as well. But then we also heard them on the Realm Hetton project. Shout out to them right after BotCon, where he kind of got a chance to really go into deep detail with that. But it's been a while, man. So how you been? You been okay?
I've been great. It's been a lot of fun. Glad to be on. As you can see, as you guys know, a lot has happened since I have been on. So yes.
Lots to talk about.
Yes,
absolutely. Lots to talk about, man. But before we get into that, we'll give him a chance to kind of introduce himself and tell people who don't know a little bit about Harmony Gold and where he's from, and then we'll go around and see how everybody's week was. So, Keven, why don't you introduce yourself to the people?
All right. Well, thank you very much. My name is Keven Mckeever. I handle marketing for the Robotech franchise. I'm also director of the Robotech convention tour. I work for Harmony Gold, which is the owner of the Robotech franchise and Macross, Southern Cross, and Mosquito outside of Japan. And I tell the gentleman before the show started, they're asking what's your official title. So my official title is marketing and handling the Robotech convention tour. But you're going to see as this interview goes on, I wear many, many hats, and there's many things that I do that go way beyond the realm of just simple marketing. So
that's what's up.
And Harmony Gold is the official licensee of. Is that correct? Do I have that?
They're the owner.
Right?
Yeah,
we're the owner.
Yeah, we're the co-copyright holders outside of Japan. So
okay, all right, okay. Yeah, got it. All right,
that's awesome, man. And listen, you guys know how to put a dent in people's wallets. I'll tell you that. I bought
it even further after we talk.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've already pre-ordered that big giant jet that's coming down the road. This pretty penny. But I also got a chance to pick up the Mosquito bike, the Robotech collab that you guys did with Mosho, which I believe is your first collaboration with them, correct? That was the first official product that came out, and that thing was great. That was great. So much so we tempted another member to buy one, so it was pretty cool.
Well, yeah, it's been great. And actually, if you guys want to share the screen, we can hold on here. We can actually show. The world of anime, you show, don't tell. So hold on here. Let's.
Oh, he's working on a Mac. You can tell by those bubbles.
Oh yeah. Where did my? I just had this here.
Once you go Mac.
Well, that's not necessarily true. But okay.
I just had. I could have sworn I just had. Oh, there it is. Hold on here. Get my.
Hey, we can see what kind of person you are by how organized your desktop is.
Oh yeah, there's so much. I get so much stuff every day, and it's like I got to put it somewhere, and then I kind of cleaned it out. Yeah. Hold on one second there, guys.
No worries. While he's doing that and he's getting that stuff up, man, I'm gonna go around, Kevin, while you're grabbing that and just see how the guys have been hanging.
Please do, yes.
So Rusty, how you been, man? You been good?
Yeah, good. I actually had just a couple of days ago, probably the last event of the season for me, motorsports wise, but went out to the track with a whole bunch of people from the local motorsport club. Had a fantastic time out with all the guys, chatting car stuff and all that stuff. I think my tires are finally done. I did get the whole season out of them, so I got every penny I need. I put into those out of them, which is exactly what I wanted. Brakes too. I'm pretty sure I'm down to the backing plate on the brakes, front and back. So, yep. Already planning for next season. I've already got my order in for. I decided to switch up my rims for a newer, lighter, wider set of rims for next year. New set of tires for next year. I start looking at brakes and rotors for next year. Work on the Cobalt in the off season and get it ready. And I've got my little tag just below me there. I've got videos coming up this week or this weekend of the fun I had. Spoiler, I have a Mustang spin out right in front of me in a dramatic fashion, dirt flying everywhere, and I kind of almost drove into the side of it in the process. So that was a good adrenaline rush for me on Sunday. But I'm still here with you guys, hanging out on a Tuesday night. And then next weekend,
I hope you're wearing your seatbelt.
Oh yeah, seatbelt, helmet, the whole 9 yards. Yeah. Gotta have it. And then we're also planning for Heather's brother is getting married this weekend, so we're helping with planning on that. I get to be officiating, so I got to work on my.
They let you officiate?
Yeah, man. I know. I got to go and do something about this. It's looking a bit rough right now. I got to get that trimmed down and
look clean up.
Try to be a little more handsome than what I am right now. Respectable. Got to put the suit on, all that fun stuff. And we're looking forward to that. Should be a good time. But just like everything when it comes to planning this stuff, it's been busy. Trying to help them get everything organized and make sure everything's in place and all that stuff. And but yeah, no, we're definitely looking forward to it. It should be a fun weekend with family and friends and all that stuff.
Dope. Kevin, I see you got it up, man. What you showing us here?
So here, well, see, you talk about wearing your seatbelts, gentlemen. You should all wear your seatbelts for this. I'm going to play a little video here. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Yep. I hear audio. Oh, there we go.
Okay, there we go.
Yes.
All right, so a little jittery.
Yeah, they kind of stopped on us. I hear the audio, but the video hasn't really caught up.
There we
go. Yeah, there we go. That thing is sick.
That's the one you have, Eric?
I believe so.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, the video froze up.
Is it playing fine on your end, Kevin? Because it froze up on our end. Oh, there it is. Yep, that's it. Yep, that's the one.
So there you go. We call it the Noble Class Cyclone.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's the one I have. So while I got you on this, before we move on a little bit, because we definitely got to come back. I know you got a lot of slides to show. You guys got any plans on doing the female lead in this?
Well, right now we just got the Scott Bernard out. We also did a special here.
Yes, I saw that. My homeboy picked that up. The Skull Cyclone.
Yeah, the Skull Cyclone, the Rick Hunter limited edition Cyclone, which sold out like in 20 seconds, even though it got stuck in customs. So it did sold out. But we do have this version right now. I mean, they just they're selling the Scott Bernard version. This Rick Hunter sold out. I mean, I haven't heard anything on the other variants yet.
Okay.
But this is selling very well, and people are very, very happy with this product. People are like, wow, this is really good. And it's really good. And also, I just want to point out our friends at B25, they have their own version of the Cyclone, which is, a much smaller, less expensive one. that actually interacts with the fighter jet we're going to talk about in a minute.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to
And,
talking about that. And I mean, I know it's harder to just run it back and put out a female character because you got to change some stuff on that body and everything to get that going. So that requires extra tooling. But I mean, you got Lance you can do.
Yeah.
That should be.
Actually, I'm glad you brought this up because we were working with Oshima many years ago doing the Masterpiece Cyclones. A lot of people asked, well, where's Rook? Where's Rook? Why don't you just make a Rook? We saw the prototype. Why don't you just put that into production? And George Sun pointed out to me, he said, Kevin, people have to understand that. Well, yes, there was a prototype made. The molds were not made, and for Rook, you got to do a whole new mold. Whereas, like for Scott, for Scott Bernard and whatnot, you can do it. It's like you can easily modify it for Rand. You can make some modifications for Lancer, but once again, for Rook, you got to do a whole new ground up mold. So
100%. Well, fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. I hope we get it. I hope we get it. All right, man. Well, let's go to Derek, man. How's your week been, bud?
Hey, the week is going well. The weekend was even greater, as you all know. We just had RetroCon weekend over in Oaks, PA, and that was pretty cool. Got some nice pickups from that, and it was just an exciting weekend getting together with the getting together with Realm Fam. Experiencing the convention together, checking out their panels, and meeting some of the guests that were there. Again, highlight of the weekend was just hanging out with the Realm and sharing the entire experience together. The concert was a little different because it wasn't Cybertronic Spree this time. It was Galactic Empire, which was a Star Wars style band, and they were an instrumental heavy metal band, which there's no singing and whatnot, but it was still pretty cool. For those of you that are members of the Realm Collectors,
sing Star Wars music when you don't have lyrics to Star Wars music.
Yeah, exactly. So it was basically the cover band. It was a cover band for all the Star Wars theme music, including the Mandalorian theme, which was actually pretty cool.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, they put their own spin on that one too, and it was pretty dope. For those of you all haven't seen already and are members of the Realm of Collectors Facebook page, I did a live stream during that concert for about 12 minutes. Unfortunately, I didn't get the Mandalorian one, but I did get some of the beginning of the stuff, and excuse my frustration in the beginning. We were just, because the concert in starting was a long delay, so we were kind of sitting there frustrated, trying to entertain ourselves, and then it was just like and also it was getting late too. So, but anyway, the weekend was absolutely incredible. Can't wait to talk about the pickups.
If I may, Derek, sort of talking about music, I want to take a moment to sort of talk about our new 40th anniversary soundtrack.
Oh,
See, so
nice segue.
So you're talking about music. A lot of people ask us, we had the 30th anniversary soundtrack. Well, at the 40th anniversary soundtrack, we've teamed up with a company called Enjoy the Ride Records, and they're going to release a 40th anniversary Robotech soundtrack. Would you like to see the cover art?
Yeah, do it.
This is by J.B. Sullivan.
That name sounds familiar.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
That's a good throwback. Look at that.
Yeah. So this is the 40th anniversary soundtrack, and this will be released both on digital and vinyl.
Oh,
a lot of vinyl. There you
go.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Well, let's go to Darth Rod. Scott, how's your weeks and a half been?
Yeah, man. I'm enjoying life right now. I've got my diorama over here that I'm working on. There's a hole up here, and it's coming soon. But so I've been just enjoying kind of diving into that, and got my trying out a new Texas bourbon tonight. So just pouring some of that and sitting back for sure. Yeah, a little bit of that.
There you go.
And we unfortunately were not able to make it to RetroCon. We wanted to, but things got in the way, and then we had to be in Omaha, so we were able to see our kids for a few days over Labor Day weekend. And then my son is actually coming down here this weekend, so gonna hang out with him and have a good time, play some games, and so just overall, like, loving life right now.
There you go. That's what's up, man. And shoot, I just talked to you on Monday, man, so I feel like we already catched up, but it hasn't been too crazy. This past weekend we were supposed to have our softball tournament, but had to cancel it just due to low participation. We'll figure something out for next year. Definitely got to do it. We got to get it off the ground because I think it can be successful. It's just, people last minute kind of dropped out and had stuff going on. So such is life. But yeah, so we'll get that going next year. And then I hurt my back on Friday, so stayed home from work. I think I had a slip disc or something. I'm better now, much better now, but I was laid up all Friday, all Saturday, and probably half of Sunday.
See, that's what you get for not letting your office ladies take care of it for you.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah.
Here you go. Whatever, man. But no, it's all good, man. Like, stuff happens. Like, I felt something earlier in the week, but it really got bad on Friday. Like, I could not even get out the bed on Friday. So I just kind of slept it off most of the day and kind of
feeling better now.
Yeah, much better. Better. Got a chance to catch up on Call of Duty, so got a lot of objectives done, but that was about it. Yeah, that was about it, man. But that's pretty much it for me, man. So, Keven, do you collect anything?
Well, you're surrounded by this stuff. You have to understand. Yeah. You're surrounded. Like, I don't collect in the traditional sense. A little spoiler alert here. Instead, like, what I do is, like, I'm off finding, we talked about before about how, like, licenses, like I do wear many hats. Well, here, this is our license. I don't collect, but I find new licenses. That's what I do. That's like my thing. Example, So Kids Concept here. Here's our friends at Kids Concept. We found them. A lot of people don't know this. I was at the Shanghai Comic Convention, and I saw a super deformed VF1S being sold.
Oh, yes.
And so I approached them, and I said, hey, can I see that? They said, oh, do you want to buy this? I said, well, no, you're using my company's design without our authorization. And I said, here, let me properly introduce myself. My name's Keven Mckeever. I'm with Harmony Gold, the owner.
As they're crapping their pants.
Like, no, as though they're like, I said, look. I said, wait, hold it. You don't understand. I'm not here to destroy you yet. Let me make you an offer you can't refuse. This is a really good toy. What would you say if I got you a license and you could make this stuff legally? And they went, there you go. Oh my God, we've been trying to get a hold of you and find a way. We could never.
Of course you were.
But what eventually became Kids Concept, and you guys in the Transformers world know this very well, they started as a third party. Which is not legal, by the way. As you guys remember, they started as a third party, and now they're a legitimate license. And they're as you can see, they're now selling this new VF1 line. Maximiria, and of course our God of Flame. I thought you guys would definitely like this.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah.
That was like the first one I seen of the official line.
Yeah, and of course we have his evil twin brother, Deep Purple. So
yeah, I missed out on that one.
Yeah. So Deep Purple's still available, by the way. If you go to Kids Concept,
yeah.
Remember.
But I money wise at the time I was just like I got the red one, so I'll just get that one later on. So at the time I missed out on it. So yeah, I'll eventually get it.
Yeah,
nice.
So, and of course we also have our new license 3.0. You guys remember we had this at BotCon 2023. They started with the VF1J.
Oh, Keven.
Yeah. These are really nice, and now they have the VF1S.
Well done.
I brought this out just for you, man, because this stuff it's quality. It's
done.
So nice.
Yeah, and 3.0. Once again, they're now going to do the Maximiria. So these are on the way, and at San Diego Comic-Con, they just introduced the Fast Packs.
Oh, really? Finally?
Yes.
Oh.
That's what I've been waiting on. I would not buy these until I knew the fast packs was coming.
Nope. Here you go.
Gotcha.
I don't have any sales information yet, but
But you can buy the fast packs separate, or do you think they're going to come with a figure?
they're going to be. You have to remember going back here, the VF1S and the VF1J do not come with fast packs.
Correct.
So
yeah.
I mean, you will be able to buy them separately along with the Maximum area.
Yeah,
too.
because
So-
Bandai, I believe, was selling them separate. And then they sold. There was some of them that came with them. I can't remember what model, but down the line that you can get it with the fast pack.
Nice.
Kids Concept does that the same way too. Like you can buy the fast packs separately for the VF1S and the VF1J, but you could then add, if you want to buy them all together, they have some of the variants that I believe Maximum area you can buy them together as like
Nice.
it's like one full unit. So
I'm down. I'm in. I'm in.
And
That's a nice gift to us early adopters.
yes.
Mhm.
So usually this is just the way toy manufacturing works these days. They want to make the main item first. If it sells well enough, you can then go.
Oh, we know it happens all the time in the third party world. I can tell you that.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, 3-0, once again, 3-0 and Kiss Concept are great licenses. We're so glad to work with them. It was funny because we were doing the panel here, and you see how the slide says on sale now at San Diego Comic-Con booth 2994. Literally an hour before the panel, they sold out of all the entire VF1 allotments. So
I was just going to say, because I went and looked over the 3-0 website to see if they're still available. All of the VF1Js are sold out.
They're
The
gone,
VF1S is sold out.
Yeah.
On 3-0's website. So you guys got to go looking somewhere else if you're thinking of picking these up now.
Big Bad Toy Store has
Toy
some.
Store.
Did they? Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna go get one now and see if I can. Hopefully, the
Rusty, do you even shop, bro?
I'm limiting my options in Canada with the border and everything. So,
But going back to your original question here for a moment, I want to sort of try it back in. Do I collect? The answer really is no, because as you have to understand, I'm immersed in this.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even at least get like a jet or two just to have to swoosh around.
If like I wanted one, I could get one, but I'd rather have a fan get one.
I hear you.
When I go off, and we're going to talk about other things too. When I go off to whether it's Japan or China or wherever, or the Las Vegas licensing show, like I'm able to go to places most fans only. It's not really arrogant, but most fans only dream of. I'd rather not get a sample and let a fan buy it. And have a sample and sort of have it just sort of sit on my shelf. It doesn't I'd rather the fan be happy, because that's what it's for. This is all about the fans. We want the fans to enjoy this stuff. It's not for my enjoyment is I help put like particularly with our friends at Kids Concept, help put this deal together. So I'd rather have fans buy the God of Flame than have a copy for myself. If I wanted one, I could contact Cyrus. If I wanted a 3-0, I could contact Cody and my friends over there. But it's like I'd rather have a fan buy it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Because that's where the rubber always meets the road. So.
Yeah. So I mean, I get it. So instead of collecting figures, you collect licenses. I get it.
Yes.
I get it. So
That's
one
the
of
way to look
our
at
one of our friends in the chat said, "Kevin, do you have a desk? There's a thing called desk bots. Eric B talked to him. He's not wrong." So I at work, I have a huge desk behind me, and it's nothing but action figures on it at work. So,
he does not work for a toy company.
That's true. I work in all that industry.
If hopefully someday I can bring you guys to my office at Harmony Gold, and you'll see it, and you'll see, okay, I can see why Kevin doesn't need to collect.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I'm down though. Where's your office at?
Well, our office is located on Sunset Boulevard.
Oh, really?
Oh, hey.
You drive right on by between Fairfax and La Brea. That's the closest two main streets on Sunset.
Nice.
You drive by, you'll see the Harmony Gold building.
I might have to look you up.
The
I'll
Harmony
be in
Gold
California
building.
at the end of the month. I'll be in San Diego, but I'm gonna have like a long time between my flight on Friday, so I might have to look you up. Yeah.
But I hope that sort of answers your question, or puts it into perspective of.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You're getting some love in the chat there. Kevin says, Brink says, these 3-0s are a dream come true.
They are very well done.
Yes. And
They're very
trust
well
me,
done.
wait till you see the Maximirias. You're gonna love them too.
3-0 is doing Maximiria as well.
Right here. Yeah.
Oh, there they go. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, I'm down. All right, man. Well, let's go ahead and see and check around with the guys and see if they transformed, bro. What you got? Somebody was about to say something?
No, go for it.
Did I miss you? Oh, okay. All right, just making sure. Let's run that bumper. All right. I'm not gonna start with me. I'm gonna actually start with Scott. Scott.
Oh, hello.
Yep. Let's get your spreadsheet going.
All right. Well, yeah, I got way more. I got way more than I can share. So we're just gonna highlight.
Okay.
So, kind of one of the tips of the Vinyl Tech collection was
the Optimus.
Yeah, MP or not MP. Shoot, Vinyl Tech VT22.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem is it's bigger than every other box in the line. So now I have a problem. I got to find some place for this that's like
symmetry going.
Yeah, exactly right on the wall. So
well, just buy the Nemesis one. It'll offset the sides.
there you go. Well, speaking of Nemesis, this was on sale at Show Z, and so I had to go in $46.
Wow, for $46?
Shipped.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Nice.
Yeah. I already had the purple one, and I was exercising some self-control, and then, as our dear friend Brink has said many, many times, patience saves pockets.
Yep.
All right.
Yes,
unless you're going for Robotech, and then you better get on that shit fast because it sells out.
Apparently.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off. My apologies.
No. Go ahead.
Well, actually, since you're talking about Transformers, it's a good time, I think, to tell this story. And so, I don't know if you... All right,
Eric, bring him up center.
Yeah, bring him up center. So,
let's see.
So, I flew to Japan earlier in the spring, and I met with our friends at Tatsunoko Studios. This is the main entrance to Tatsunoko right here. And during our meeting, our good friends Mari and Chris said, Keven, there's someone we want you to talk to. They really would like to, they're thinking of coming over to Robotech and stuff like that. And so after numerous emails across the Pacific, left and right between, here between the US and Japan, a secret meeting was held at Anime Expo this year. Okay. And after the meeting, we all agreed, let's do this. And at San Diego Comic-Con, we announced that a new license, and their name is Takara Tomy.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, yes. Since you're talking about Transformers, I thought this would be a good time to bring these guys up here. And they already have a prototype. Would you like to see it?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
do it.
There it is. They're going to do an alpha. They're starting off with an alpha fighter.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep.
It just went up for pre-order.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Just went up for pre-order.
Did
Now,
it
how
now?
tall is it? Yeah, it did.
I
pre-order.
don't have a scale yet. They haven't told me a scale yet, but we're definitely gonna get them. And this is going to be available both in Japan and in the United States and the world. Okay. This is not separate. It's not going to be separate. It's going to be available in both Japan and the.
Well, that makes sense because they are known for doing that. They'll strike a distribution deal with Hasbro and just put a sleeve over it in the States, and in Japan they'll just use it under the Tommy Takara box. So that's cool.
Yeah, and just so you know, guys, the Cyclone pilot you see here, he's articulated.
Oh, nice. And it comes with the figure?
It comes with the figure.
Is this the one where it fits in his chest? Like the chest opens up? Okay.
No.
All right. Different one.
No, that's the Toonami one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So, but I thought since we're talking about Transformers, and we're very excited to be working with Takara Tomy.
Now, this isn't your first time working with them, is it?
No, this is our first time.
Okay,
This is
that's
our first
awesome.
time. Oh yeah, I met with the general manager. Oh yeah, at Anime Expo. Oh yeah, we were really excited. Yeah, and what we did was while they were in Hong Kong for Anime Comics and Games (ACG) Hong Kong, they announced in Hong Kong and we announced at San Diego Comic-Con literally at the same time. So do a nice international announcement. So
there you go. That's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So.
All right.
All right. Well, let's get back to Scott real quick. Scott, what else you got, buddy?
All right. So I was in Omaha, and after I had declared to our friends group that there was no toy store in Omaha, I forgot there was this little kind of I don't know, anime pop culture shop, and it had expanded, and it had some good offerings. And had just so happened that they had a little Magic Square Bumblebee, so picked him up. Yeah, and then I have to say, like, I had him before, but it's not the same. That is some beauty right there. Yeah. Little Mastermind Creations Stray.
Oh, it's not the Chase figure. Oh. Womp womp.
Give me a couple weeks and
you'll have
it. Yeah, so good stuff. That's all for me. Thank you.
All right. Well, Rusty, pulling you in next, buddy. What about you?
What's up?
Did you transform, bro?
What are we doing? We're transforming stuff?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, actually it's been light for me. Most of my money has been going into the car. So I've had to cut back on things a bit. But this guy popped up out of the blue.
Okay.
So
this is
Magic
New Age,
the New Age Keaton. Is that what his name is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Keaton Hoist. This is surprisingly simple transformation compared to his counterpart Trailbreaker. This thing's overly complicated compared to what they did with this. So really cool pickup. I was super happy with this guy. That is literally all I got in the last month because I missed the last show, I think. Anyway.
Well, you were here on Friday, right?
Right. I was there on Friday. But that is all that I have picked up in the last little bit. So on to the next, if you will.
The mega haul from Derek. What you got, bro? Did you transform?
I mean, most of that haul was G.I. Joe, so you know.
Yeah. So I don't want to see none of that.
Get ready with the button.
Watch.
Yeah.
No. But So actually, all of the G.I. Joe stuff, with the exception of Brink hooking me up with the Cole Slither set. That was pretty dope. He had an extra set he sold me, and take care of him. But and then I ordered my Major Bloods came in, but Sean had got me the other stuff, which was really cool. I was really appreciative of her for that because I did not expect it. I was not planning on buying anything when I was at RetroCon. So, she really hooked me up with that. She also hooked me up with another Quietus.
Nice. My favorite fan toys
because I needed another one. Yeah.
What'd you do? Break it, or you just needed another one?
No, I just need another one. Yeah.
So where does that put you at? 2?
Yeah. Because I had sold mine because times happen, and I had to make a quick buck. So yeah. But I got that one, and also she got me.
Cesium salami.
Yeah. Shout out to our sponsor Nick the Toy Guy, because he had hooked me up with this one.
Nice.
I got his last one.
There you go. Well, we hope to hear from them pretty soon with this Blitzwing drop.
Yeah. That's coming soon. And also didn't get a chance to show this on it wasn't here on the last time we were here, but got a little something else that transforms as well. As a matter of fact,
what you got, bro?
Transform by itself. Hey B.
What?
Transform.
So angry right now.
There you go. That thing's sick.
Kevin, if you're gonna partner up with anybody, could you partner up with Robeson, please, as soon as possible?
That would be crazy. A Robeson crossover, that would be.
Wow. Oh.
So Robeson Bumblebee. Been having mad fun.
I bet Bumblebee probably is the only one that would have got me in. To be honest with you, it's sick.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
it's good.
Between him and Megatron, I mean, of course, Prime I fell in love with, but but that Megatron is dope, and he's even doper. Yeah. So I can't wait to get all of them together to do some type of thing with both
dance
all
party.
3 of them. Yeah, because I don't have Grimlock. I'm probably never gonna have Grimlock because I'm not going over 1,000. Yeah. So yeah. But yeah. That's
Is
it for me.
Hey,
All
Eric,
right.
I did forget something. If you want to
Okay.
just highlight real quick this.
What you got?
So I ordered 5 items. I only got 1. But
Okay.
it is nice.
What'd you get?
Dude.
Oh, the hat.
Oh, he's
There-
showing the
Oh, right.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Oh, I was looking.
There you go.
Jeez.
There you go.
I thought he was making a face. I didn't even
Oh,
notice.
I did too. I thought this one item was just like.
Now
about
I
to
can
get
now I
knocked
can
out
take
or
the sticker off.
There you go. There you go.
Live under.
Yeah.
That's what's
Oh,
up.
man, that
You know
thing's
what's
on.
wild? On
Yeah.
some of my hats, because I get multiple, some of them I don't take the sticker off at all. You know,
What
I
are
just
you,
leave the
12?
sticker right on.
Kevin, just so that you're in on this, this logo is our Realm logo. This is the group that we're part of.
Black one.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we sell a little merch to just to offer it to the community, and yeah,
That's dope.
so
That's dope. That's what's
Yeah.
up. All right, man. Well, I will make mines quick. I'll start off with some of the smaller stuff I can handle very quickly. I also got Stray, the alternate mode. As soon as I saw this paint job, I was like, yeah, I gotta have it. That's the one I want. And
Yep.
I waited on the other one. I did not go in on the normal one because I saw that. I was like, oh yeah, the body kit. Being a huge car guy, man, like especially in the tuner era, that's what I want.
yeah, boy.
And then I also got my Misfire. Misfire's dope.
Oh, right on.
It's pretty fun. I transformed it once. Never have to transform it again. It's not that intuitive, but it is a fun action figure. I do like that. It's pretty cool. Let's see if I
Ex
can
trash
set that up.
bots.
They're hit and miss, but these I can tell you what's not hit or miss. These things are knockouts. Constructicons. Let's go. I got the latest 2 that dropped. Shout out
Yeah,
to
nice.
Annie and shout out to Toy Dojo.
Careful,
These
because
things
apparently
are
one of
freaking
those has like
fantastic.
a peg that likes to break off for some people.
Yeah, so mine did.
Oh, no.
and shout out to shout out to Hanny.
Oh, no.
I got a new like shoulder plate coming. That'll probably come with a new head as well. So him and Keith are working on that for me.
Trash bots.
It's good to know people. I can tell you that.
It
Yeah.
is.
And then last but not least, I got my Dirge from
Okay.
Yep.
EPU. And then I also got the backpack fillers as well.
Oh, okay.
Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm done with the Seekers. Never again.
Yeah, I
Never
hope
again.
never again. I don't need to buy any more at this point. I should be good. I should be good.
Well, actually, gentlemen, if you
All right.
speaking of aircraft, if you want to put me on the screen here,
Mhm.
we could talk about the big our jet that we announced.
Oh my goodness.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
This is the 128 scale Alpha Fighter.
Yeah. That thing is a beast.
Did you say you pre-ordered it, Eric?
I did with my homeboy from
These
Nerd
are
Out
up for
Randy.
pre-order.
Yep. Got a silly deal on it too. So I was like, yeah, put me in.
And as you can
Put
see,
me
folks, what we've done here is, create. You can open up and see the insides. Even you've noticed little protoculture packs here. Here, hold on. Here, we're gonna get you another photo here.
Brink, let me know if you pre-ordered this too in the chat. You might want to expand it, Kevin, and just make it bigger. I don't know if you can. Oh no, this
there
is
we
through the Facebook page. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
Yep.
So this is it in jet mode.
There we go.
And once again, this gives you an idea. Look at the detail on this.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Oh yeah, cockpit.
And this thing has
128
die cast.
128 scale. Like what kind of what am I looking at there for? Like, do you have any measurements on this thing?
It is big.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
It's
That's what she said.
yeah. It's big. I mean, here we'll call this up here. We'll give you an idea.
I think the pre-order price on it was like $500, Kevin. Somewhere
Yeah,
around that.
it's and as you can see, folks, this is what it comes with. But it's big. It's a good 2 feet. It's almost like
49.9 centimeters.
almost Fortress Maximus scale as a Transformers fan.
Wow.
That's
Give you
huge.
kind of like the idea. Remember, this is 128
Yeah.
scale.
It's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, so it's big, it's huge, it's detailed. It comes with everything you see here. It's just a phenomenal, really piece of engineering, to say
Yeah.
the least.
Yeah.
So
I couldn't wait. My homeboys in my rock group, they started showing pictures, and then when our buddy said that he was going to get them in, I was like, yeah, just put me down for
Hold
one,
on,
too.
let me get the slide up here. Hold on 1 second.
And who's making it, Kevin? That's the only thing I don't know.
Okay, this is a company called, here, we're going to put this at the full screen.
Yeah,
here it is, all three modes. Yeah, it's a company called Pose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
there it is.
Here they are. This will give you an idea of just how big they are.
It's gonna be about the size of the Metroplex that from the old Hasbro one from this is supposed to
Titans
be the
Returns.
One. Yes, that one.
Titans Return Metroplex. That's gosh.
Or Universe. Titans Returns, I think, was Fort Max, but same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, same thing. They were the same size.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, you can see it fully transforms. Look at all the you notice how the detail, like you can open up the various hatches in all three modes and see everything. So it gives you an idea. Once again, you can see where in the Bioloid mode where the Cyclone and the Pilot goes.
Yep. It goes in the chest, and they can drop out the back, I think, on there as well. So it's pretty slick.
Yeah. So we're very proud of this. This is one of those great things. We create quite a stir at Comic-Con. Even we showed the prototype last year. But as you can see, this is people are really excited about these new Pose 128 scale Alpha Fighters. So
yeah.
So what is there is I mean I don't know how much you may or may not be able to share here, but is there plans for, if this sells well, additional 128 scale?
Oh yeah, I mean, if this sells well, they're gonna make more. I mean, without question. So but it's gotta sell. I mean, that's the thing. But as you can see though, it's
huge.
You are getting your money's worth.
Yeah.
And this is the thing though too. This is for US only. This is not available in Japan. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. And this has the one of the things that really tweaked me about this one was the when it's in robot mode, the chest opens and kind of exposes the cockpits, aka or a la Gundam style.
Yeah. If you look, you can actually see that the chest is open.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you zoom in on that at all?
I can't. This is
okay. All right.
Probably the max resolution I can do.
It's so good. This is just beautiful.
If you go to the Toonami website, it's up for pre-order. You'll see there's lots of close-up photos, more than I have available here, that you just sort of stare at it for the next couple of hours. It's a little tough to see here on this photo, but the detail on this is just phenomenal.
Yeah,
I agree. All right, man. Well, before we really get into the crux of the main topic, we got a couple things we got to run through really quick. Right. So Derek, I'm gonna bring you up. And let's remove this one. We're gonna put yours in the background just really quick, Kevin.
All right.
And we'll bring Derek up. All right, Derek.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is time once again to talk about some Realm merch. We got sweet merch for you, y'all. Okay. Let's go ahead and get through it. realmofcollectors.com, where you can visit our shop section and use your promo code ROCKWEAR10 at checkout for 10% off of your total order. By the way, that is now a permanent code, so you can use that code every time now. There's no expiration date for that. Welcome to the Rock Shop. Why just represent the realm, when you can wear it, rep it, and live it? From tees and hoodies that show off your collector pride to hats that keeps your head as fresh as your shelves, the Rock Shop has the gear every true Realm member needs. Fresh designs made for the collectors by the collectors, including the Eric B. Sleeveless Collection.
Yes, sir, Ski.
Comfort and style that transforms any outfit, perfect for meetups, conventions, or just flexing in your display room. Whether you're chilling on a stream, hunting that next grail, or just hanging with the family, the Rock Shop has you covered everywhere. Step into the realm. Grab your merch now at realmofcollectors.com/shop, and make sure you check out the If You're Nasty Rock Bucket hat, care of our good friend Chris Pinkerton. and we even got the babies covered. All right. Make sure the special code, use code ROCKWARE10 at checkout and score 10% off your entire order. So bounce on over to the Realm of Collectors shop and get your t-shirts and anything that you need. Back to you, Eric.
Sean wrote that for you, didn't she?
Nope, I wrote it. I take full credit. Thank you very much.
Yep.
I suspect ChatGPT was in there somewhere.
Tell her I got
Shut
a couple
up.
dollars for her. Tell her I got a couple dollars. That's what's up. All right, we got.
I get all that. Thank you very much.
Yeah, with ChatGPT, yeah, we understand. No, good job, bro. Good job. All right, we got one more piece of housekeeping, and then we'll turn it back over to Keven here. Let me see here. Where we at? Let's pay some bills. All right, this episode of Do You Even Transform, Bro is brought to you by Nick the Toy Guy. Head on over to nickthetoyguy.com for all your Transformers, third-party, and action figure needs. Don't forget to use our promo code DYETB10 for 10% off your entire order. But don't forget to combine that with promo code free ship so you can get free shipping on rates under $10. I repeat, head on over to nickthetoyguy.com, use our promo code DYETB10 for 10% off your entire order, and combine that with promo code free ship for free shipping for rates under $10. Oh yeah. All righty, so let me go ahead and pull Mr. Keven back to the stage, and then I'm gonna turn it back over to you. So but I do have a couple more questions for you before you really get into the crux of things here. So how long have you been doing this with Harmony Gold?
21 years.
Oh, wow. 21 years. That's a long time. And I'm sure that's a lot of continent hopping too.
Oh,
yeah. A lot of back and forth. So what would you say was the highlight of doing what you're doing? And then also tell us of one crazy story.
Well, there's lots of crazy stories. Oh gosh, you have to be a little more specific on that. But while you're thinking of a way to narrow that down, one of the greatest things has been to be able to meet the fans from all over the world.
Okay.
And that's something you're not able to usually do. You know, it's one thing to talk with people online; it's another thing to actually go to other places and talk about it. And I always joke I'm very blessed because what do I do? Well, I'm here I'm paid to watch cartoons and play with toys, make cartoons and make toys, and fly over the world and talk about cartoons and talk about toys.
Yeah.
So crazy stories. There's tons of crazy stories. Sadly, there's some crazy stories I can't tell you yet.
Yeah.
It's going on, but
Well, I got to narrow it down. Give me one crazy story where the licensing thing, you had to kind of put the hammer down on a company because they wouldn't play ball. You caught them making some toys they shouldn't have been making.
Sounds like something you can't.
And you tried to be amicable, and they just wouldn't.
No, I mean, if you can't make something without our approval.
Right.
You have to understand how this works. It's actually, I'm kind of glad you brought this up because, like Kiss Concept, we have to approve everything you see on the screen here, and we go over and show you like our new Dana Sterling figure. Here, this just came out.
Oh, wow.
Sterling. Oh yeah, Dana Sterling, the 112 Dana Sterling Southern Cross. This Kiss Concept doesn't make this, and then they sell it, and we come down on it. We have to approve this. This is all approved by us. So everything you see here, this is all approved. Tommy, who handles the approvals, they can't sell this without our approval.
So just because they have the license doesn't give them carte blanche to make whatever they want.
No, no. And I mean, I can't speak for other franchises. I mean, that's their own thing. But I can tell you for us, whatever we're doing, everything here has to be approved by us before it can go on sale.
You know, I have to say, Kevin, you have a refreshing outlook on licensing and you know, and polling as much as possible. I'm sure there's sometimes it doesn't work, but where it does work, polling in some of these third-party companies that are doing stuff kind of under the table, but pulling them in, because the reality is that you have a brand that you are a steward of. And if these guys are going to be out there doing stuff on the rogue, the more that you can enable the opportunity for them to pull in and kind of come under the umbrella, the more you have an opportunity to protect that brand and how that brand is presented to the consumer. So, yeah, good on you.
Well, actually, I'm glad you brought this up, because you might remember at BotCon 2023, I brought this up too. I said, look, folks, this is not the way to get a license. Let me just be very clear on that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if for a company if you're a company, you want a license, contact us. We're our door's always open. Even for third parties, we're willing to say, hey, if they want to go legit, we'll talk to you. But I don't recommend that as a way to get a license.
Yeah, it's not exactly putting your best foot forward with the company you're wanting to get a license from.
No, and it's also illegal. I mean, to be honest with you. I mean, I went to Kids Concept because in many ways, Kids Concept, who are making the Dana figures here, they lucked out because
you like what they did.
Well, it wasn't just we liked what we did. What they did was literally, this was a 2015 Shanghai Comic Convention in Shanghai, China. And we literally came out of the oppressive grip of a studio, of a film deal for a live action film, of a studio who shall remain nameless. We just came out of that because they wouldn't let us do anything. And now we can start doing stuff. And it was like, okay, great. It was like, everyone's like, get licenses. We got to get more licensing out there as quick as we can. We hadn't signed with, just so you know, we hadn't signed with Sony yet when this started. So with Kids Concept. So, Kids Concept came out. They formed a new company, Kids Concept, to go legit. I told them that too. I said, if you're gonna go legit, you can't be what you were before. Other stuff. You have to form a new. They're like, oh no, we will totally do that. So I mean, I'm always looking for new licenses. I'm always looking for new opportunities. I mean, our door is always open. If you want to sell stuff legitimately, our door is open. I would not recommend it. And I have to say this because it is a copyright violation.
Yep.
It's not, I wouldn't say, I'll just start selling stuff and then Harmony Gold. No. Do not do that. That's bad. You'll not get a license that way. But
not so much of I guess selling the stuff first. But what if a third party company made a prototype of something and presented it to you guys? Would you guys have a conversation with them?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean, hey, look, here's our prototype. Companies do that all the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's a prototype. We wanted to show you how it will look.
What we're capable of.
Yeah. What we're capable of, and let's talk. It's with third party using the other transforming robot franchise you guys talk about. It's like going that route. And I'm not here to slam the third party people, but I mean, it's like starting to sell that and then thinking I'll make the jump over. That's not something I recommend. I said that at BotCon. I'm going to repeat that.
Yeah. No, for sure. I didn't want to indicate that was the appropriate path. I just wanted to say that
I just had to be clear on that.
Your will, and yeah, for sure. And your willingness to kind of like think outside of the box instead of the straight black and white. No, you do knockoffs. We're not gonna like it. I think it has obviously resulted in some partnerships that you're very happy with.
Oh, I'm very
yeah.
Kids Concept, I'm extremely happy with. I can't even begin to tell you. Cyrus, who's amazing, who really thinks about quality. When he found out that a fan got a defective item, and this was an expensive item, it's one of the VF1s. He found out that fan got something. He said, "You send this back to me. I will send you a replacement. That is unacceptable quality." Cyrus, Cyrus really does care about this, and I'm very happy with how Kids Concept has come, really once again from a third party. But also want to show you something else Kids Concept is doing here. We're going to just go right up here. They're launching the new line of battle pods. 132 scale. These are good. Yeah, they're really nice, and they're launching the new line of Destroids.
Oh, really?
Yes. They're really good 172 scale.
Oh, that's a cool update.
Yeah, and they're also gonna have the Excalibur too.
Nice.
Tomahawk. So but once again, Kids Concept, they're really good, and they've opened up a nice lane for themselves, but also have allowed other toy companies to do other things. And that's been a really nice thing that we've been working with, because it's not just working with Kids Concept. We're working with 3-0, we're working with Toynami, we're working with a couple Takara Tomy, and we're making sure everyone can really do the things they want to do and not run into each other, but also give the fans more choice and more options. We understand not everyone can afford the 128 Alpha Fighter. Okay.
I mean, I'm going to sell a kidney. It's okay.
Yeah. Not everyone can afford that, but as you're seeing though, and here, hold on here. We're going to go back up here for a second. Oops. There's the Alpha Fighter, but also we have another license which I want to talk about here. Let's get down here for a second. And this is from Japan, and they're called Sentinel. And they're selling
I know Sentinel. Yep.
Yeah, and they're selling a 148 scale Alpha Fighter. They're probably both available, and both the Alpha and Beta is going to be available. They both transform,
and that one combines, right? Yeah.
See, there you go. I mean, so it's Sentinel's great. They're amazing, folks. The photos don't do this justice. Let me tell you right now. But I mean, once again, Sentinel's making a 148 scale Alpha Fighter. So and a Beta Fighter too, as you can see here, that links up. And once again, folks, this photo does not do it justice. But it's
they also have Cyclone bikes that they've been doing for a while.
But those are not available yet. Just want to be very clear on that.
Okay.
Those are only available in Japan. But right now, the Alpha Beta Fighter is they're planning on releasing it, and it's a 148 scale. So, and you have Takara Tomi's their scale. Takara Tomy would be a bit smaller than what this one is. Okay. So, I mean, as you can see, though, we're doing different types of things here that allow fans to, be able to participate in the franchise and not just be a one size tries to fit all.
Yeah. So there was a company that had a license to do the actual human figures that I don't think is around anymore. Is there any plans to do human figures?
Well, it looks like Kids Concept is doing
Kids
the
Concept
young lady.
Yeah, hold on here. I'll show you. Kids Concept is actually here.
The one that you just showed just a minute ago.
Yeah, this is the 112 scale line. They're doing Macross right here. Here's the Macross line.
Okay, here, yeah, this is great. Okay, we didn't see this. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So this is the Macross line and 112 scale, and they're doing the Dana line 112 scale too.
Nice.
Yeah. See, once again, these are 112 scale figures, and these aren't available in Japan. And neither are these. So is there a purpose behind the bifurcation of availability between things that are available only in Japan versus only in the US? There's a purpose because it's legality. Harmony Gold has the rights to Macross, Southern Cross, and Mospeada outside of Japan. Got it. Big West has the rights to Macross and Southern Cross merchandising inside of Japan. Okay. Tatsunoko has the rights to Mospeada merchandising inside of Japan. It's a legal issue. It's not. I mean, they have the legal right to sell that stuff. When we started Robotech.com, we were very clear in stating we cannot ship to Japan. Yeah. So don't even ask.
So basically, what that means is if a fan wants it, they have to buy it from one of the U.S. retailers and hope they'll ship it to them. I'm sorry, a fan. If a fan wants it in Japan, they'd have to buy from a U.S. retailer and hope they'll ship it to them.
I can't condone that action. Well, once again, though, it's a violation of agreement. I mean, as we call it, as we say internally, it's a violation.
But are you guys really that strict with Amazon or say, for instance, Amazon? That's or
called.
Like that?
We call that the gray market. That's not sanctioned, but it's
Amazon, not illegal because it's Amazon.
Because Amazon's like, well, we're buying it in Japan, right? And if you want to buy it in Japan and then fly it over.
We're basically
it's technically
just
legal.
Yeah,
We're not paying attention.
we're just a carrier company.
It's tough also because you got sellers that'll go onto Amazon
Exactly.
site that are not authorized, and then you've got and then as a company you've got to stand up a whole person to like go after unauthorized sellers, and it's just a pain in the ass.
And actually, I'm glad you guys touched on this because a lot of people say, "Oh, Harmony Gold, they're so oppressive. Oh gosh, they don't let anyone do anything." It's like, no, folks, this is U.S. copyright law. Okay, this is how it actually works.
Yep.
You have U.S. copyright law is very, very clear. Lawyers will say either you use your copyrights or you lose them. Yep. U.S. copyright law demands. No, I said demands you do vigorous defense of your copyright. Because when you do vigorous defense of your copyright, when you go into court, if you're showing you've proven that, you can defend your copyright against people trying to rip you off for millions of dollars. And I'm not making that up either. People will rip you off for millions of dollars. And folks, we do it. Hasbro does it. The Japanese do it. I know a distributor who told me point blank, he said, I will not bring Japanese rights holders into Artist Alley because the first words out of their mouth is going to be in perfect English, where's my cut of this? Because they're selling my stuff without for $40 a shot. Yes, that does happen for $40 a shot. Where's my cut of that?
Yeah.
And trust me, they will say it in perfect English. I promise you. People need to, a lot of people need to realize that. And they're like, oh, well, Harmony Gold's so evil. It's like, no, folks, that's what I say. Call, if you want a license, call us, contact me. We'll be more than happy to talk to you. But if you want to, I'll go around because that Kotaku article said I could. Spoiler alert, that Kotaku article is full of shit. And you can quote me on that. That Kotaku article is full of shit written by a guy who's full of shit.
There's a lot of people in the fandom that speak out of their ass that don't know know what they're talking about when it comes to business.
I'm sure you guys have seen how many of those enemy insiders have turned out to be so very wrong. But I bring that up because folks, because like if you go around us, we have to stop you. Because U.S. copyright law demands that. So
actually, this kind of get Kevin. If you don't feel like speaking on this, you don't have to. But it's something that we don't get political. We don't get political on the show, but we have. Have you? Can you hear us?
Yep, we can hear you,
guys. Am I stuck in the quantum realm?
Nope, we can hear you just fine.
We can hear you.
Hello.
Can you hear us now? I see your screen changing.
Hello? Guys, I can't hear you.
No.
We can hear you.
I can't hear anything.
Go out and come back in.
Yeah, you might have to just drop out and come back in. Okay. And it's probably something when he shared. Let me remove that from the screen and see what happens. Has your audio returned now? Nope, it's not that.
No.
Guys, there's no audio. I can see you talking, but I can't.
And he can't hear. Somebody type him a message and ask him about
I'm sending it right now.
You got it.
Go out and come back in.
Okay. We don't all need to send him a message.
Guys, I can't hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Uh-oh. You can't hear me? Wait,
no, we can hear you in Scots.
Okay.
Sorry.
I cannot hear you.
Go out and then
I can hear the music in the background, but I cannot hear you.
Oh, make sure your headphone is pushed all the way in.
Okay, go out and come back in. Okay.
Yes.
That's not going to work.
I will be back.
If you can hear the music, it's something else.
Just when things were getting good, too. All right, I'll be back. Hold on.
See, Scott wouldn't ask him about tariffs, and he had to drop off.
I'm going to ask about it. It's an excellent question for somebody like this. I mean, we have literally a person who, it's...
Guys, real quick, I forgot one thing from my haul. Shout out to
I was going to say, I saw it sitting off the side of the screen, and you didn't talk about it.
Go ahead and show that ugly looking thing.
It's not
dude, this thing is. It looks way better in this mode than it does just sitting by itself.
It really does. It really does look good.
Next time I see you, Scott, I'll bring it so you can see it. I think you'll like it as the combined, like a full god gender.
Okay.
But I don't think as separate pieces it looks all that great.
Someday Dre and I are gonna have to get up to Detroit and visit.
Yeah, man. How's that?
It's good. I can hear you guys. It was so funny because all of a sudden I hear Kevin. I want to talked to you, asked you this question, I knew you can't answer it, then it was silent.
Yeah, I was like, look at them being protected.
Yeah. All right, so so we don't get political on the show, but we have had actually 2 shows on tariffs. I work in international trade.
Okay.
But I just figured this is an excellent opportunity. You know, I'm just Scott, working in international trade. I don't work inside the toy business. I work in other industries. But you're in the toy business. And we'd love whatever you feel comfortable in like talking about with regards to the impact of these tariffs on a Harmony Gold. We'd love to hear.
I'm so glad you asked this. Hold on here, because I'm going to call up a screen. Because we actually talked about this at San Diego Comic-Con. So,
I'm going to share a screen.
Yes, share the screen.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
Let me know when the screen is shared.
It is shared.
Okay,
yep, you're good.
So Edward's like using Sentinel as an example. Okay, we talked about this at Comic-Con. When will it be on sale? Well, right now we're waiting for the international tariff situation to come into focus. Okay, it's still not there yet. So once it comes into focus, we're going to announce a list of retail outlets where fans can purchase them from, and that's the answer I can give you. You have to remember, folks, and going deeper into the Robotech history here, you know, we've dealt with international trade long before the anime industry has dealt with this. People forget, back in 1985, you know, U.S. manufacturers were screaming about how the Japanese yen was considered undervalued to the U.S. dollar. Because at the time in 1985, $1 US bought you 240 Japanese yen. This is why you could buy Jetfire for under $20. Okay. And, you know, manufacturers, meaning U.S. steel and auto manufacturers led by Lee Iacocca, lobbied. Actually, Lee Iacocca talks about this in his book. He talks about he feels the Japanese yen is undervalued, it's been manipulated, and all these other things. They lobbied very hard. So the Reagan administration, to fight off using tariffs, did what's called the Plaza Accord. And what they did was the finance ministers of the United States, Great Britain, Japan, West Germany, and France got together at the Plaza Hotel in November 1985, about 40 years ago, almost to the day here, and they all worked together to bring down the Japanese yen from 1 to 240 to like 1 to 120. Okay, instead of doing tariffs. And that's why the Sentinels got killed. That's why we had to stop. We couldn't produce it because we did it at a 1 to 240 ratio. So we at Robotech, we're used to this. This is like welcome to the party, pal. To quote Die Hard and Bruce Wilson. God bless Bruce Willis. May every day from now forward be the best day of the rest of his life. But that's the thing that we've been dealing with international trade and international currency exchange and trade issues long before anyone in the toy and anime world has dealt with that. I mean, this is old school to us.
Yeah.
Nice.
I hope. Did I answer your question? I hope.
I think so. I think, you know, for the reality is that duties and tariffs have been there for a long time. I think you'd probably agree with me in the sense that the only thing that we want from an industry standpoint is some certainty and ability to plan around it.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes. I mean, and right now once again, we're waiting for it to come into focus. Once it's into focus, then you could buy Sentinel, Harmony Gold. We're going to start telling you where you can buy the Alpha Beta Fighter. So
nice.
You know, I mean, that's what I mean. We're just waiting on that. But I'll just simply say this: we dealt with this 40 years ago. You know, so it wasn't tariffs, but it was something similar. To that, it raised the price of that imported good.
And China learned very well from the Japanese because they also artificially kept the renminbi, at a lower value for a long time. Now it's not so much the case,
but President Trump has talked about this too. I mean, you've heard American politicians, not just Trump, but also other politicians talk about they feel the RMB has been somewhat manipulated and somewhat depressed and that sort of thing. So,
Yep.
You know, this is not a, believe it or not, folks. This is not a new issue.
No.
It's actually something that the United States has been dealing with, particularly, for many, many decades. So, So there you go. Excellent question, by the way.
Yep. So you got something else you want to show us here, Kevin? You got some more stuff in the pipeline?
Hold on here.
Got some exclusives.
Well, I showed you. I think I've shown you guys pretty much everything that we're doing here. So, hold on here. Let me just look. Oh yeah, hold on. A few more things. We have another new license.
By the way, that SDC exclusive, the SDCC exclusive.
Well, yeah. Well, here, this
going
is
for over $1,000 on eBay right now.
Yeah, I can believe it. Yeah. So tell me about this. So I saw this. Yeah, fill me in on this one.
This is a new license called Unix Square. And so they're making a new line of VF1s. They have the VF1J, and they literally just came out with a VF1S. So this is one of our new licenses. We're very excited to be working with them.
And what scale is this?
This is, gosh,
it's big from my understanding.
Big. It's not as big as the 128 Alpha, but it's not.
No,
small.
but it's like 12 inches or so, somewhere around that. It's 11 and some change.
I don't remember offhand. We gave a couple of these away at San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh,
yes,
that's
Robotech X booth. So you must be present to win. We called up several names and they didn't get that. So
Scott, see if you can find the scale on this, the size rather.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for it.
Yeah, we also brought back Nep Toys. So they're now licensed again. They're gonna make the Invid Scout and of course the Britai figure. Britai is the 1/100 scale Britai. So. And of course, our Reflex collectibles, our limited edition flight helmets.
Oh yeah, those things are popular.
Yes. So
yeah, helmets. Yeah.
And of course, we have Ghost to Ghost apparel from our now shipping the Crunchyroll store. And of course, Toonami has these great new lines, these great new T-shirts. And of course, the 40th anniversary soundtrack, which you talked about before. So we'll just go through that. And Jamie, just so you know, he did a lot of covers for G.I. Joe.
I can see that.
Yeah. So, and once again, our role-playing game from Strange Machine Games, the Macross Saga, Robotech Homefront's now out. Here's some of the artwork.
I actually used to play that Robotech RPG back in the day.
This is a new company and a new gaming system. So,
so it's not the Palladium.
This is not Palladium. Palladium license has been terminated.
No way.
A new company called Strange Machine Games is taking it over. This is some of the artwork. Francesco Etchart is just wonderful. This is some of his artwork.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah. So, and once again, the role-playing games are now shipping.
So our friends are not telling us the scale of that Unix Veritech, but I have it has a height of 8.27 inches.
Okay.
And
about the size of a masterpiece transformer.
Yeah.
With over 60 articulation positions.
Yep, it's a very articulated figure. So.
Yeah, and it's got to have some die cast, and it looks like it does. That thing looks like it's more than just plastic.
Yeah.
Oh no, these things are high quality. Like I don't want to use the term plastic anymore. It's more like PVC.
PVC.
Yeah. Type of yeah. So once again, we have Robotech Comics, Titan Comics, Robotech Rick Hunter is now available. So of course the trade paperback. This is inside the comic.
Who's publishing your comics now?
Titan Comics.
Titan. Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
So we also have it. We're just getting more covers.
Do you, as Harmony Gold, do you actually have an inventory that you bring in, or are you fully like just working with other companies to do the licenses and the importing and selling of the products?
When you say inventory, I'm sorry. What do you mean?
Do you guys actually do you yourselves import and sell?
Distribute.
Distribute products.
We used to have the Robotech.com store, but we closed that because online retailing has been so consolidating over the past decade. We work through Crunchyroll now, and now if you notice the Robotech social media, like we'll promote Big Bag Toy Store, we'll promote other outlets that have them.
Partners.
We don't import.
Yeah. Hey, there's something to be said for letting the importers and retailers do what they do best, and you do what you do best.
Yeah. So once again, it was just more logistically feasible for us not to have the store and just let the retailers do it themselves, and just, you know, and it sells just as well. It was just the store was just, it was just, the costs were just rising, and it had nothing to do with a management issue. It was just the cost to run a store, even an online store, were just rising very, very fast. So,
and there's a lot of risk in inventory.
Yeah.
So, you know,
So once again, it's the Robotech Brick Hunter graphic novel. We also now have taken all the first 36 issues of the original Kamiko comics and put them in this nice little bundled set here in Titan Comics. And of course, the Robotech novels are now being published by Titan Books. So these are the first 3 that are out. So
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. You guys got any more questions for Kevin before we go ahead and wrap it up?
You know, what do you see as kind of like, you know, there's competition, and then there are people who, you know, are kind of adjacent to you, but really kind of provide some enhancement to your brand. I guess from a, you know, who do you see as kind of whose dollar are you competing with?
In terms of market share.
Yeah, in terms of like, you know, like who do you see as your competition, if you will?
Well,
Ooh, that's a tough one.
it's a good question, and it's an interesting one. Robotech's kind of interesting in that it's an anime property, but because of how it came out and when it came out, it kind of can transcend that, where people will compare us to not just Transformers, but also to Star Trek and Star Wars and Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. You know, that's when we go to Comic-Con, that's how people compare us to. Oh, okay, well, they had the Marvel panel. Okay, well, the Robotech panel was pretty good too. See? So, I mean, I don't know if that answers your question from a competition standpoint, but I've noticed that with Robotech compared to a lot of other anime properties, and this is not a slam on them, I want to be very clear on that, but like a lot of it, because that's just anime. Oh, Robotech's different though. Oh, Robotech's like up there with Star Trek. You hear a lot of people say that. So, you know, so that's how we're looking, how we look at it as.
Got it.
So, I mean, particularly in recent years, we've really been able to carve out that, just really sort of establish our sort of brand along those lines, where it's like, okay, you know, we are competing with Star Trek, we are competing with Star Wars. You know, how do we do that? We have our Robotech X fan booth at San Diego Comic-Con. We've been doing that for, almost well over 15 years now. I mean, you know, and we're one of the most high traffic areas of the convention, you know, so it's trying to think, that's how we view as the competition. When Sony signed up with us, they said this is like a Harry Potter franchise. That's how they compared us to. Oh my God, Robotech's available. This is like Harry Potter that just came on the market.
Well, so and other people who are definitely more inline Robotech. I'm very Robotech adjacent. I have collectibles that I have. Obviously, right. This this Veritech is one of my it's very much something that I enjoy. But is there plans? Is there talks that anything that you can share with regards to like planning for a live action type of a lot of franchises have kind of gone into that. Is that something that you guys have in your sights?
Well, the Robotech live action film is set up over at Sony.
Right.
It's still being worked on?
Yep, still being worked on. Sony's told us point blank, they said, look, we can't say anything publicly right now, just that they are doing a lot of work on it. Sony's an excellent partner to have, so, that's the thing. Working with Sony, they own Crunchyroll. Crunchyroll's been outstanding.
That's right.
To work
they
with.
Do own Crunchyroll. I always called Crunchyroll.
Yeah. So I mean,
yeah.
it's so I don't know. beyond that, I can't tell you much
It's fine.
because
Yeah,
it's just one of those things where, Sony just said, look, we're doing a lot of work, but right now we need, like, for lack of a better term, you to be quiet about the live action film so we can do the work that needs to be done.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that is okay. Hold on. We just got a couple of questions in the chat. So,
all right. So let's ask them and we'll get them answered.
Brian Brink said, "What are some examples where the licensor would challenge something about an item that their licensee proposes?" Like pending licensor approval is the example. So we'll see at these shows, hey, this is what we have here, but we can't do anything until the licensee gets approved. So what is something that you guys have to say, no, y'all need to go back and change this. We won't approve it until this is done.
Well, usually when you see like those prototypes, for us at the very least, we're aware of it. Mm-hmm. Hey, we want to show this, and we'll give clearance
to show it. Yeah.
Keep in mind though, when they say licensor approval, a lot of times things can change from those are like prototypes to the final product.
Yeah.
That's usually, for us, that's what it usually means. Because usually if you see something on display, it helps build interest, it helps build the pre-sales, which obviously, what you want. But a lot of times you still have to tweak a lot of things before it reaches before you reach the final the end user, you the fans. So
get a little hype action going on. Does the licensee ever use that as a leverage to get their approval?
Well, once again, we have the approval.
Yeah.
The approval
for them to even show it. So when we're seeing a pending licensor approval at the show, we can bet, hey, you as a licensor have already approved that to be shown. You just haven't approved the final product.
Yeah, I mean, we'll usually approve it. I mean, I can't recall where one of our licenses showed something at a convention and it at least wasn't run by us. I mean, it doesn't work that way. I mean, because you have to remember too, there's the agreement issue we talked about before. You want to make sure everything's always copacetic, and our licenses they wouldn't do that. So
good partners.
Yeah, they're partners, and they understand. Look, this is how the game is played. You want to keep the person who grants you the right to make this stuff happy. So, and we're pretty responsive. That's the thing about people always say about us is that, oh God, Harmony Gold, you're so responsive. I can't believe it. You got us an answer so quickly. Well, look, you need to know, but I mean, yeah. Once again, that's for us. Stuff does not go out without our approval.
Okay.
So, and if I can recall one license that hired an artist who did some artwork from that they didn't have rights to. And they said, oh, this was, the artist said, oh, well, this is in Robotech Art 1. We're like, no, this is not in Robotech Art 1. And that individual no longer works for Robotech. But like the license was still there. I mean, it was just one of those things where like you had to like crack down on this stuff. So, but I mean, it wasn't even the license, like, oh, we're so sorry, but yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying. That doesn't really happen. So
got it.
And some of those questions are really for the folks that are listening to kind of understand more about how this process works. Yes. Because I tell you, like, one of the things that frustrates me most about being in the business world and being in international trade and stuff like that is like listening or seeing these fans posts and like these people not having a clue as far as how it really works. Yeah.
Mary Davis, who was the co-founder of the anime convention in Dallas called ACON, she told me, she said, Keven, I always like you because you explain to fans not how they think it is, but how it really is. And how it really is very different than what you perceive.
Yep.
And, yeah, I mean, it's the way the anime industry runs, the way the Robotech franchise runs, and it's very different than the way people perceive it. I mean, what you see online is often very wrong. Once again, I can't tell you how many times I've done panels where it's like people are like, how could you do that? It's like, no, we can do this. That article is just wrong. That article was just written by someone who doesn't know what they're talking about. So it's different. So what's the next question?
So the other one was from our buddy Mike V, who has his own comic book and property coming out. I don't see it in here, but it was something to the effect of, what advice would you have for someone trying to get into the toy industry?
Yeah, it was Mike V.
Mike V's trying to like make his own toys to accompany his comics.
He wants to make his own, meaning his own line of toys.
Mm-hmm.
And well, I mean, make good quality stuff. First off, okay, make good quality stuff that people buy. They feel like they're getting their money's worth. And a good example right now, because I live in southern Utah. Right now the big thing is Vegas, and how Vegas people aren't going to Vegas anymore.
Yeah.
And why aren't they going to Vegas? Because I'll tell you why. Because Vegas used to be considered a very value destination.
Yes.
Okay. You had the buffets, you had this, and now people feel like, my God, I'm being nickeled and dimed to death.
Yep.
These prices are outrageous. A $50 per night resort fee, so they can print out an airline boarding pass, which I'll never use because I can just go and put it on my phone.
Right, on my phone.
Or I'm gonna use the internet. Well, I don't use the internet. I'm on my cell phone. I'm using my own data plan. And the buffets are all gone. There's $30 bottles of water. That's not. I'm not hyperboling that, folks.
No, yeah.
And the tourism in Vegas, it was down in July, a shockingly 12%. And this is on top of declines for the rest that's been happening up until that point. So, but like Vegas is suffering from this because people don't perceive it as a value destination anymore. It's too expensive. I will go somewhere else where I feel I'm getting value for my money.
Mm-hmm.
And you're saying, well, Keven, that's casino, that's gambling, I'm making toys. It's the same thing. If you make a product where people feel like they're getting value for it, like whether it's $5, $50, or $500, then people will be happy with it and they'll want to buy it. But if you give people where it's like, oh, I'm going to charge you $1,000 for a 1/100 toy that breaks apart the second you take it out of the box, people are going to say this isn't value.
Yep.
So
I like your Vegas example too, because it's not only tourism that's left, it's also business that's left too, because there's a lot of shows and like business meetings that would happen in Vegas because it was cheap to fly in and fly out. And now it's not as cheap anymore.
It's not as cheap as it's not as cheap anymore. It's not as business friendly, like as show friendly as it should be. A lot of people, just generally, and a lot of people just feel like, look, this isn't my money goes farther going somewhere else.
Yep.
And that's a problem. And I don't want to get into it too much, obviously, but Vegas has to figure out what to do. You saw that ad they launched and the complete negative reaction it got. Everybody kept on saying, why aren't you talking about resort fees? Why aren't you lowering prices? You're doing this ad that doesn't address any of that. And so, once again, you have to deliver value. For many, many years, for decades, in fact, many people felt Vegas was an outstanding value because you got buffets, you had the free drinks, you had this, you had that. That was awesome. They had the free parking, and you had inexpensive hotel rooms, and now you're seeing a hotel room that costs $50 online ends up costing $120 because of the taxes and resort fees, and people are just like, I'm not doing this. And that's value, and that value has been eliminated.
So I got a question here. Somebody sent me on the side. It says, what are some examples that would cause the licensor yourself not to approve something?
That's a tough question.
Is it though? Well, it's like sometimes people will, some companies will be so blatant in their business practices that can affect in a negative flow, which would cause you to make some decisions in the background in regards to future business, right?
Well, I mean, see, it depends. They have to make something, and then we have to look at it and see what it's like.
Right,
And you're
right.
not gonna know
Until you see it.
until you see it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Having dealt with this outside of the toy industry, like, do I believe that this company has the financial well-being to be able to support the products that they're going to be selling to the customers that I want to reach? Right? Like, that's part of it.
That's different though. That's different than approval.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
That's
like,
finance.
Maybe that question is more an individual toy. Like, hey, why would you not approve the individual toy? I was thinking about a company relationship.
Here's a good example. Look at Strange Machine Games. We talked about earlier how they did the role-playing game. But Strange Machine Games, their license began doing Robotech board games. And it was only, really, it seems like yesterday, but like a decade ago, like actually, if you go back 15 years to 2010, board games were like, oh, that's so 20th century. But then, like around 2000, like around 2013, 14, they just exploded. So, I mean, you never know where things could come from. So, I mean, you have to just sort of look at each individual thing of what does the license want to do, what's in it, what's this, what's that. So, I mean, there's no blanket. There's no blanket. Yes, there's no easy yes. The only thing I would say that legals told us point blank is like food. They've said it the best. They said no food. Just do not do food. This way you don't see Robotech cereal.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I mean, just because we're for a legal liability issue.
Yeah.
So I mean, but like,
I got sick on your cereal, dang it.
And then
Give me $1 million.
Exactly. No, I'm going to sue you for $100 million.
Yeah.
So, but that's the thing where I think where it's like that's a hard offense, but it's like that's a category of thing we just don't like doing, because legal said we don't want to do it. It's too they list off 40 zillion reasons why not. But I mean, it's like usually though, like a license, they'll generate something. We'll take a look at it and we'll see if this works or not. But I mean, there's no like hard or fast rule where someone would say no, you can't do this.
Yeah.
It's on a case by case individual basis.
I got you.
For us, So and wait, just like and most in our licenses, they know what Robotech is and what it isn't. So it's not like
what line across and what not.
Yeah.
You can bring to you. I get you.
I'm 95% on this question, but I'm going to answer it anyway. MSRP. Who sets the MSRP? The people who are making it or the licensor? You?
No, the people who make it, because once again, they know
they control cost of material.
Yep.
Yeah. And once again, they got to make it, so they know better than we do.
Yeah.
So.
Thank you for verifying the veracity of my question.
Yes.
My answer.
But where we come in for price point would sometimes say, hey, can you make an item in this sort of price range? Because we notice a lot of fans are asking in this price range.
Okay.
And sometimes we'll go to them and sometimes they'll say, hey, yeah, we can do that. We just make some modifications, or no, we can't because it's not practical. But I mean, sometimes there's like that type of sometimes there's that type of discussion.
Yeah, that's just their nice way of saying that customer is just not our customer.
Yeah.
Or we can make something for that customer base.
Yeah. We can make it in a way we can. It makes a business sense, But sometimes because a lot of people, I'm sure you guys, this is talking about Transformers. God, the Transformers used to be so inexpensive, But folks, you have to remember, back in 1985, $1 US bought you 240 Japanese yen. The price of oil was $8 a barrel.
Mm-hmm.
See,
different
folks,
time.
Yeah, I tell people, say, well, why can't you make me a 155 at $20 the fast packs? They say, you need a time machine. No, seriously, you need a time machine. You need to go back to 1985 and buy Jetfire, because that's the only way you can you can get that because there are unique economic circumstances that simply do not exist today.
Right.
So
For sure.
For
sure.
So, and once again, this ties in back with like, well, yeah, I'd love to make a 155 scale VF1 at $20 a barrel of die-cast metal, but the problem is though I can't do that and give people what they want because it would have to be a very different type of toy. So
yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
All right, good stuff. Well, I think it's a good place to go ahead and wrap it up, man.
Oh,
Thanks
hold
again.
on. Real quick, forgive me if this was completely answered, but the question that Brian had highlighted, we had highlighted for Brian. Did we completely answer that, or?
Yeah, we answered it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we answered it. All right. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and thank you again for joining us, man. I know you guys are busy, always busy, continent hopping, and to take your time out, your busy schedule for the little guy, man. We really appreciate it. Our fans appreciate it. Our viewers appreciate it. So we appreciate you for coming out, man.
Just so you know, I want to plug our next convention is going to be the 208 Toy Show in Boise, Idaho on September 20th and 21st.
Cool, man. That's what's up. Anybody
Right.
in Idaho area, go check them out.
Boise, Idaho. So that'll be our next convention. So
You doing Volcon this year?
No, I'm not. We're not doing Volcon this year. So I love Kevin's great. He runs it. He does a great show, but we're just not going to do it this year. Always open to conventions, but just not that one this year. But who knows next year? So who knows? Who knows what will happen?
Who knows? Yeah.
You around that St. George area?
Yes. I'm about 50 miles north of it. So
nice.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful area of the country.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's beautiful. I'm so glad I moved, and I can do everything. The internet allows me to do this
amazing
work on Robotech and anime from anywhere. That's the nice thing about 40 years ago. You had to be in LA. Now you can be somewhere else. So
yeah.
So
Nice.
all right, gentlemen. Any other questions before we go? Or
I don't think so, man.
Yeah.
I think you did a really good job of breaking all that stuff down. We appreciate you taking the questions from the chat squad and also our questions, man. Do you want to give any places people can find you on socials where they want to connect with you or anything?
You can go to facebook.com/Robotech. Our Facebook page is always breaking new stuff. And of course, our X Twitter feed, or whatever you want to call it, is x.com/Robotech News. So those are the best places to keep track of the latest stuff going on in the Robotech franchise.
That's awesome. Right. That's awesome. Well, speaking of the chat squad, Rusty, you got your clipboard?
Yeah, man, I got it right here. Chat squad this evening. We had Just G Squared was super excited about this, I think, because he showed up about 20 minutes before we did. Mike V showed up in there. Ash Bailey, Brian Brink, Wolfie, Blue Destron, Toy Mafia, Augie G, Dare 2727, Big M, and Sony from TM Reviews popped in the last second, said he missed a bunch and he'll watch it later. So thank you very much, Chat Squad. You had excellent questions in there again. As always, we appreciate you. Thank you for showing up and hanging out with us this evening.
Awesome. And Derek, do you have a quote?
I sure do. All right. Do you even transform, bro? Because if Harmony Gold can keep transforming Macross into Robotech for 40 years, you better believe we can flex harder than a Veritech in mid-flight.
And Eric, before you push that button, I just want to let everybody know that I am doing the raffle for the Kennedy's Village right now on my channel as soon as we disconnect from this. So if you guys in the chat squad want to come over and hang out with me over there, or any of you guys here online right now want to hang out with me, pop over to my channel on YouTube, The Rest of Mechanic Transforms. I'll do that raffle right now, and I'll be giving away this Lost Light Rodimus Prime from 3Zero's MDLX line, the exclusive. So we'll be doing that right after this.
Exclusive.
Nice.
All right, man. Well, we're gonna go ahead and pop up out of here. You know where to find us, us knuckleheads, but we up and out of here, guys. And with that, man,
Keven, thanks.
Thank you very much for having me.
Appreciate it.
Keven.
Always love it. Thank you.
Say it with me now. Really?